Hola a todos, Caro con mi gente here, continuing our convos with folks on the ground as we await returns tonight. We've spoken with compas about what's happening in Georgia, Argentina, Florida, Texas, and California. And I'm really excited to be joined by Mari Carmen, organizadora con la Alianza. Mari Carmen, we're going to toss it to you for a quick intro y luego we're going to begin the interview.
Hola, welcome to everyone. I know you're probably super excited about what's going on here in Puerto Rico. Mi nombre es Mari Carmen. I do some work with La Alianza here in San Juan, but I'm also with Mijente, and I am also organizing in Puerto Rico in other issues like feminism. And yeah, super excited to be here. Thank you, Caro.
Solid, gracias. Ok, para empezar, ¿puedes contarnos qué está haciendo la alianza en este momento? ¿Por qué ha sido tan histórica la unión entre el Partido Independista y el Movimiento Victoria Ciudadana? So, like, where did this come from? Why is it so historic that that unity is happening?
Yes, so this is a very different moment and a very different election for Puerto Rico, porque la alianza, it's not just like one partido, it's two. So two individual partidos had to put aside ideology and had to put first Puerto Rico because we are still going through a really big crisis. And there's definitely a lot of corruption. And I think folks put aside what their individual aspirations were and definitely thought about what would be best for Puerto Rico moving forward. And I think that's why it's very beautiful to see it flourishing because it's not just about a political agenda of like being a politician forever, but about what we can do right now to move forward Puerto Ricans and their life. And that's very different from traditional partidos here.
Solid. So, like you said, sabemos que Puerto Rico lleva décadas en crisis. You mentioned la corrupción y gran parte del problema ha sido la falta de una representación que realmente ponga las necesidades del pueblo primero. So, why is it so important para ustedes buscar esa representación y cómo están respondiendo las comunidades al trabajo que están haciendo? You know, we saw that big, massive rally that happened Sunday. You just got back from voting, so dinos, what are you seeing?
First of all, Sunday was historic. You had Bad Bunny there, you had Raúl Alejandro, René, Calle 13, like you had Young Miko, but you also had general people, and that's what's the most beautiful thing about everything. The fact that this is so much bigger than every one of us. People, like you see it on the street, you talk to everyone, people feel like that sense of hope, which is very difficult to get during an election term because usually it's like, oh, who's the least bad? Here's like, oh no, we have actual candidates that we want them to govern us. And of course, there's going to be moments where we're going to disagree or where we're going to like push some other type of agenda or whatever. But at least we're going to have people in government that are open to listening and that are open to working with communities and working with groups outside of just their political parties, which is what historically had been happening in Puerto Rico. We like Hurricane Maria happened, the earthquake happened, and all of a sudden you had all of these politicians, and then you had La Junta and everything, and everyone was just looking to like, how can I put more money in my pockets and f over like the general people. And so I think people just got really tired. People are tired of not having enough money to buy groceries, enough like bad school environments, not having a complete like healthcare. And I think people do see that as a government, we do have the income and we do have the possibility to actually live a better life that caters to us and not to like personal political interests. And I think this is why like these particular people, Juan, Ana Irma, Manuel, but also Mariana, Bernabe, people like Maria de Lourdes or Adrian, like these are people that have been like working not just maybe in government, but also like doing their own activism with Las Playas or with healthcare or with the like so many topics that are not just like I get into power, I want to govern forever, and that's it. And I think, yeah, that's what's being historic. And you, like, I don't know if you can hear it right now, but where I am, you can hear the horns, like people with flags. It's just like you don't know what to do with yourself. It's so much excitement, and I feel happiness and hope.
Yeah, and thank you for mentioning those specific candidates. I know we have Anairma Rivera Lassen como comisionada residente, Juan Dalmau como governor of PR, and Manuel Natal como alcalde de San Juan. So specifically, I know they're doing it new. It's like a new wave of leadership, pero specifically, like, ¿qué cosas cambiarían en Puerto Rico under their leadership? Like, ¿qué cambios o reformas veríamos bajo de su liderazgo?
I think their policies very much align with what we as activists are looking for. They are looking to have universal health care or municipal, like in the sense of Manuel, looking to like start municipal health care that benefits the people of San Juan. And as a like bigger government, Juan doing it like as for everyone. And also like making sure that the environment is being looked after. We are an island after all. Like there's no way we can just like take our car and leave. It's like it is what it is. We're here and we have to protect our beaches, we have to protect our forests, and like general public interest has to be put first. And that also comes with taking away Luma, and not just taking away Luma because Luma is a bad administrator, but because Luma is not the type of organization that we want leading public interest goods. Like you don't want them or another corporation that comes in to be governing how our electricity like costs should go up or down based on their interests and their pockets. Like these are essential essential interest for the people of Puerto Rico. And so I think those policies have also put pressure in the general like PNP and PPD to also talk about those issues that before that were like, you know, gringolas, you know, they, I don't see it, no me afectan, but everyone else had been like struggling with like not having electricity or electricity costs being high, and that was is impacting economy but also individuals, etc. And like those, at least those 3 points, like um, la electricidad, pero hacerla pública nuevamente, proteger las playas, los intereses del pueblo y universal healthcare, son solamente tres de muchas otras políticas que estos tres candidatos, Ana Irma, Manuel Natal y Juan Dalmao, quieren impulsar. Sus propuestas son mucho más grandes, obviamente. También hay algo esencial que es la educación y cómo nuestras niñas y niños de verdad no les están dando los servicios educativos que se merecen, ni siquiera, y los maestros y las maestras también están sufriendo muchísimo. Entonces, ¿cómo podemos darle más poder al pueblo para que tengan agencia de poder reformar, no solamente intercambiar una cosa por otra, sino reformar verdaderamente la política pública para que les sirva al pueblo y no se sirvan al interés personal político de la gente? Yo creo que muchas personas pueden decir que esos son como clickbait things that they're saying, but like está en sus propuestas y los podemos leer y podemos como que indagar, y obviamente hay cosas que en la marcha uno va cambiando o ajustando, pero la importancia es que en esos ajustes de política pública también se integre lo que el pueblo dice y necesita, y no solamente lo que políticos allá arriba en un lugar lejano están tratando de hacer. Y yo creo que eso para mí es lo bonito también de poder tener a estas personas en poder. Y particularmente Ana Irma, algo importante en Puerto Rico es que pues Puerto Rico no vota por los candidatos a la presidencia o por candidatos en Estados Unidos, pero tenemos una representación que necesita llevar al Congreso la información de las cosas reales que están pasando en Puerto Rico y de los fondos federales que se necesitan. A Puerto Rico se le han quitado muchísimos fondos federales por la malversación de fondos, por la corrupción de otros partidos tradicionales que se llenan la boca de decir que van a traer estadidad, que van a traer progreso y lo que traen es corrupción y pobreza a la isla. Entonces, tener una persona como allí pendiente a qué son los fondos que se asignan, cómo se pueden asignar, qué tipo de fondos se pueden asignar más eficientemente, etcétera, es súper esencial, porque al final del día, pues sí, somos una colonia de Estados Unidos, pero también tenemos que saber agarrar las situaciones, pues, las cosas que nos competen, el dinero que nos compete como pueblo y utilizarlo correctamente, porque nosotros también pagamos por eso.
Yeah, that's so powerful to me what you're sharing about the fact that, like, essentially it's shifting the narrative, to the point where other parties have to formulate responses to what is being put forward by the people. So, something that's come up for us a lot over the course of these conversations is that we vote today, but like the work doesn't end and it doesn't begin today, right? It's about everything that came before and all of the organizing that's going to happen after. So, pensando en lo que viene, about what's coming next, like what are the next steps for el movimiento que tienen planeado, para seguir creciendo y lograr cambios en el futuro?
I think that's a great question. I don't know. I think like the next step as organizers is definitely to come together and see what the results are, see where we have leverage and where we don't, and then come together based on issues and policies that we can definitely push forward y fiscalizar. It doesn't matter who is there, like you said, siempre hay que fiscalizar, porque el gobierno se debe al pueblo. Y eso es súper importante, no porque uno ponga a una persona que está ahí, que es buena para hacer el trabajo, uno deja de fiscalizarla. Más aún, uno tiene que decir presente en las reuniones, más aún uno tiene que decir presente en la calle y más aún uno tiene que decir presente y exigir las cosas que se prometen. Porque si no, de nada vale. El cambio entonces se queda en la mente y pensamos que son estos políticos los que nos van a salvar y el pueblo salva al pueblo. O sea, que escojamos a alguien nos ayuda a mover las cosas que queremos impulsar, pero al final del día ellos son canales para seguir haciendo poder popular y poder de pueblo, en mi opinión.
Yeah, I mean, that reminds me of something that Isa, our compa from Florida Rising, shared about how, this act isn't everything. It's just a small tool that we have in our toolbox. So, gracias, Mari Carmen, for para, being here with us, compartiendo el espacio. We really appreciate it. For folks who are tuning in and who have been tuning in to all of these conversations, thank you for joining us. We're going to continue at the top of every hour. We're going to bring on somebody new to learn about what's happening on the ground. So again, Mari Carmen, gracias. Thank you for your work. Very excited to see what the results are. And gracias, gente, who are joining us.
Gracias.